Hello, today is an exciting day because I have received in the post some more watercolour paints that I've bought from Eventually Everything Mixes. Now you'll remember from my previous video, Ame very kindly sent me a couple of swatches from her Oslo range, and I managed to get them off of the little cards that she'd put the swatches on and pop them in some little pans here to add to my watercolour sets, and I really like these two colours from the Oslo range, so I had to purchase the set of 3 as soon as they became available. And I cannot stop staring at this card because the colours are simply stunning. Now this came with the order, just like a swatch card. It's kind of like a limited edition thing because, as you can see here, this is 5 of 9. So Ame has only made a limited number of these little sets called Oslo. And she was inspired by an indie band. So she's included the links to the band here, and there's also a postcard here. This is the band's postcard. They are called Bleeding Blackwood, and yeah, so you've got the information there if you want to check out. Let me just, there you go, if you want to check out the band that inspired Ame. But yeah, I mean this card here is just a work of art in itself. Let me just close my curtains a bit because we've got some sunshine coming in. Yeah, just look at this. I just can't get over how beautiful these colours are. Just the depth and the richness of this one here and the granulation of this one. And this one here, this green shade, just really goes well with the other two. So yeah, I am just blown away. So on to the stuff that came in the order. So I bought the set of 3, as you just saw on the card, and Ame has made this very awesome tin here, recycled from a mint tin, and I just love the the black with this Oslo written on here. And of course this is just the bit where the mints used to come out, but it's handy because it sort of keeps everything in place. And here is the set of 3. So I'll open those in a moment. There was also this black envelope. And when you open the black envelope, we've got here a dot card. I keep saying swatches, but what I really mean is dot samples. So if I gently pull this paper away. Now some of these colours, oops, okay, that wasn't very successful, but I'm sure I can get that off. Okay, so I'll sort that later, but some of these colours I already bought in my last order, but Ame told me that she had improved the recipe, so she was going to send me this dot card so I could have a go. So I think the ones I've already got, I think, are the Celadonite and the Côte d'Azur Violet. I got the yellow ochre before, so I haven't tried this Epidot. But yeah, I will need to get this paper that peeled off of the, is this like baking paper? Not sure, but I'll have to get this paper off. And what I'll probably do as well, similar to last time, I carefully got the little dots off of the card and put them in a pan. So my plan is to have this lovely tin as a sample dot case here, and I'll put these dots in as well. So this will be my little sample pan set, and then the full pans that I have got I'm going to arrange in this tin here. So I've already got 6 colours, and with the 3 I've just bought, that makes 9, so I'm going to nearly fill this up. Now before I did have my Eventually Everything Mixes watercolours in the same tin as my watercolours from Eve, from Pruche. But I have also ordered some more watercolours from Eve. So what I've done now is I took Amé's paints out of Eve's box. I'm going to put the rest of the paints from Eve in this box here, making a kind of a whole box of her paints. And yeah, I'll have Eve's in here because I'm sure I'm going to buy more in the future. So that will be an Eventually Everything Mixes tin. Also in the envelope was Amé's like a card here, kind of like a leaflet with her information on. That's the information there. And yeah, her paints are handmade and cruelty free, and she makes paints and she does workshops as well. So if you live in Germany, in Berlin, then you can perhaps meet up and do one of the workshops. But yeah, on the back, this is really handy. She tells you all about the guides to the symbols, so all about how staining the watercolours are and how transparent or opaque they are, and also about the granulation. And then she also gives a few tips here. Some of the paints that are a bit more moist come with a protected plastic sheet over it, and she gives you some tips on how to get the paint back into the pan if it comes away when you lift the plastic. So that's handy information. And this, I can't stop staring at this. This is a beautiful piece of art by Amé, and the colours are just incredible. It looks like it's been painted on it, but I think it's just a print. And it's kind of like a postcard. And on the bottom there you can see the information. But this is stunning. I really want to put this on my wall. The next half of the video where I am swatching the colours will be coming up next time, but in the meantime I am still after questions for a Q&A video that I'd like to do. So if you have any questions at all for me, then please put them in the comments, and I'll see you next time.